Namo Buddhassa, Vandami Bhante. Welcome everyone to our weekly session on learning and practice of Visuddhi Magga. Today, lecture number 54. And Bhante has been teaching us since past week, Kāyagatāsatikathā, recollection of 32 parts of the body. Our teacher, Bhante Vimalavamsa, is originally from Sri Lanka. He's a Pali scholar, Abhidhamma teacher, Samatha and Vipassana meditation teacher. Bhante has his Samatha and Vipassana meditation training under the guidance of Venerable Bhante Pauk Sayadaw. Bhante has been guiding many students, and many students are taking Kammatthana from Bhante and practicing successfully. So I urge all the participants and listeners who have not yet taken Kammatthana from Bhante, please take this opportunity to take Kammatthana from Bhante and start practicing as per Buddha's instructions. With my folded hands, I request Bhante, on behalf of all the participants, Bhante, having compassion on us, give us the Sammadesana.
Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. May Triple Gem bless you all. This is, Visuddhi Magga, path of purification. Now we reach up to lecture 54. This is Kāyagatāsatikathā. That means meditation upon the 32 parts of the body. You can reach up to the first jhana using each parts. So how to practice, and then what is the way Buddha has given to you, and everything has been explained by this Mahathera Venerable Buddha Gosa. Last day we actually learned about what are the 7 skills in learning of this particular manasikara. Oh, this is the particular manasikara. That means repulsiveness meditation of the 32 parts of the body. So if you go to this meditation subject and you wanna know sevenfold skills in learning and tenfold skills in practice. So then what are I will explain. I will just remind you what are the sevenfold skill in learning. So Pali it says Vajjasa, Manasa, Vannato, Santanato, Disato, Okasato, Parichedato. Those are the 7 things. Vajjasa mean as verbal recitation of the 32 parts of the body, and Manasa mean as mental recitation of the 32 parts of the body. Vannato mean as to according to the color of the 32 parts of the body. And Santanato mean the shape. So you want to define the shape of each 32 parts of the body. And Disato mean Disa mean the direction. So according to the direction, which direction of the body such particular part situated. So this is though. And Okasa mean location. So according to the location mean usually from the navel upward direction, and navel downwards, or the umbilicus downward direction, like that. You wanna define those kind of 32 parts of the body. And then lastly, paricheda means delimitation, limitation, or the boundary, right? Paricheda means the boundary. And boundary mean, for example, which part get a delimitation of this part, like that. You need to explain to yourself. Therefore, first you should learn these 32 parts of the body, and then you need to practice. And uh, last day we stopped in. We went to 32 parts of the body, where those kind of 32 parts of the body placed in your physical body, and now you have 32 parts of the body, but these 32 parts of the body, Buddha mentioned uh, group of five as Pathavi element prominent 20 parts, and Apo element prominent all the Vada element prominent 12 parts you have in your body. So that is what is called kind of group of six. They arrange as group of six Patavi element or the earth element prominent 20 parts. Buddha arrange group of five as group of five into five. Five into four, sorry, five into four. Okay, now let's move to that. කරොන්තේන ච තච පංචකාදීනි පරිච්ඡින්දිත්වා අනුලෝම පටිලෝම වශයෙන් සජ්ජායෝ කාතබ්බා. Now because actually now we went to Tika and everywhere last day, and usually Tika says this you can take these 32 parts of the body to recite first, and because while reciting some can attain nibbana if that one has some good parami. And because of this reason, meditation teacher who's gonna give this meditation subject to the student, so first of all should ask to recite them verbally. Parichinda anuloma patilom vasena sajjayo katamba. Verbally, you need to recite them. Anuloma patilom vasena mean anuloma mean forward direction and patilom mean backward direction. So you need to recite. How to recite? What is the way? So see, Kesa loma nakadanta tachotihi vatva puna patiloma to tachodanta nakaloma kesati vattabba. What does it mean? How to practice? So you need to practice first anuloma or the forward direction. That means kesa, head hair, loma, body hair, nails, that is the naka, danta, teeth, skin, that is the forwards. So after reciting head hair, body hair, nails, teeth, skin, forwards, and he should repeat it. He should repeat it backwards direction. So how? Tacho danta nakaloma kesa. Tacho mean from the skin you need to start. Skin is the last one in the forward direction. Now skin should take as first. So skin, teeth, nail, body hair, head hair, like you need to recite. So and then you need to take the second group of five. Tadanantarang. Tadanantara mean tang antarang. Tang antarang mean after this touch group of five, first five, and then you following after, you need to take the second sets of five. What is that? Vakka panchake. Vakka mean what go kidney painted. So this is the kidney painted. So how to pray? Vacha panchake, that means in the kidney painted, mansan naharu atti minjang vakkanti vatva puna patilomato. So you need to recite in this way. After reciting flesh, right? You should recite as flesh, sinews, bone marrow, kidney. That is the five parts. And then you should repeat it backwards as kidney, bone marrow, bone, sinews, flesh, like that. And then take the first five also. Like it says in this first five mean Mansannaharu atti minjang wakkanti vatta puna patilomato wakkang atti minjang atti naharu mansang. And then the 5 is finished. Tacho danta nakaloma kesa ativattabba. So every time you need to take the first whatever we already done, you need to take. So again I will tell. So therefore, in the second group of 5, you should recite as flesh, sinews, bone marrow, kidney, and you should repeat it in backwards as kidney, bone marrow, bone, sinews, flesh. And then take the first 5: skin, teeth, nail, bone, hair, body hair, head hairs, like that. Actually, these are the earth element predominant 5 pentads. Then take the third pentad or group of 5. What is the third group of 5? Paphasa Panchaka. So that Paphasa means the lungs, starting from the lungs. This 5 group of 5 starting from the lung. So tato Paphasa Panchake Hadyang Yakanang Kilomakam Piyakam Paphasan Tivatwa Puna Patilomato Paphasam Piyakam Kilomakam Yakanang Hadyang. Then take the second group of 5. Wakkang atti minjang atti naharu mansang. Then take the first group of 5. Tacho danta nakaloma kesati vattabba. What is the meaning? Then take actually this is the lung pentad. We can say paphasa panchaka. So after reciting heart, liver, membrane, spleen, lungs, you should repeat it backwards in this way: lung, spleen, membrane, liver, heart. And then takes the other all 10. Kidney, bone marrow, bone, sinew, flesh, skin, teeth, nail, bone, body hair, head hair, like you need to take. And next take the brain pentad. Next take the brain pentad. Tato mattalunga panchake antang antagunang udriyang karisang mattalunganti vatva. Puna patilomato mattalungang karisang udriyang antagunang antang pappasam pekang kilomakang yakanang hadayang. Wakkang atti minjang atti naharu mansang tacho danta nakaloma kesati vattabba. What is the meaning? So this is the brain pentad. Mathalunga means brain pentad. So after reciting bowel, mesentery, undigested food, or you can say gorge, undigested food, feces, brain, and then you should repeat it backwards. How? Brain, feces, gorge means undigested food, and mesentery, bowel. And then you take all other 3 sets of 5: lung, spleen, membrane, liver, heart, kidney, bone marrow, bone, sinews, flesh, and skin, teeth, nail, bone, body hair, head hairs, like you need to take. That is the 20 parts which are predominant with the earth element, hard or solid, these parts. And then we will move to another body parts. Those are actually water element predominant parts. So for example, Buddha classified it as two sets of 6. For example, Medha Chakra. Medha Chakra means these 6 sets of 6 starting with the fat of your body. And the other one is Mutta Chakra. Mutta Chakra means these sets of 6 starting with the urine. That's the thing. So then you need to go in this. Tato Medha Chakre Pittam Semham Pubbolohitam Sedo Medo Tivatva Puna Patilomato medo sedo lohitam pubbo sempam pitang matulungang karisang udreyang antang antagunang antang pappasam piyakang kilomakang yakanang hadyang wakkang atimijang ati naru mansang tacho danta naka loma kesati vattappa. What is the meaning? Actually, the first group of 6 is called Medha Chakra. That means the fat is the 6th position, right? Actually, fat is the 6th position. Medha Chakra means that is the thing. Pitang semham pubbo lohitan sedo medo. Medo is the 6th position, and not the medo. Medo is the first position, right? Even I told in incorrect way in the Pappasa Panchaka in the case of Patavi element predominant. Mathalunga mean that is starting from the Mathalunga. It is not the correct. Starting the Mathalunga is the 5th position. Pappasa is the above. Papa says the fifth position. Like that, fifth position takes as first in this Panchaka. The name has been given in this way. So Tato, Meda Panchake, that means Meda is the sixth position. Meda is the sixth position. So after reciting in this way, bile, phlegm, pus, blood, sweat, fat. So 6. And you should repeat it backwards as fat, sweat, blood, pus, phlegm, bile, like that. And then you should take all other parts of the Patavi element predominant also. In this way, feces, gorge, mesentery, bowel, lungs, spleen, bone marrow, spleen, membrane, liver, kidney, heart, kidneys, and bone marrow, bone, sinews, flesh, skin, teeth, nail, body hair, head hair, like everything you need to take. So it says therefore it is says in this way, Pittan semham pubbo lohitan sedo medoti vatva puna patilomato medo sedo lohitam pubbo semham pittan matalungang karisang udriyang antagunang antang pappasam piyakang kilomakang yakanang hadyang wakkang atti minjang atti narumansang tacho danta nakaloma kesati, in such a way that you need to recite. And finally, we came into the Mutta Chakra. Mutta Chakra means the Mutta or the urine is the sixth position. Sixth position. Second group of 6. Those are predominant in Vada element. So, how it says, Tato Mutta Chakke Asuvasa Kelo Singanika Lasika Muttanti Vatva Puna Patilomato Muttan Lasika Singanika Kelo Vasa Asu, then you take the whole whatever you read, whatever you recite. Medo sedo lohitam pubbo semmam pittang matulungang karisang udriyang antagunang antang papa sampiyakang kilomakang yakanang hadayang wakang ati minjang ati naharu mansan tacho danta nakaloma kesati battabang. What is the meaning? After reciting tears, grease, saliva, snot, synovial fluid, urine, and then you should repeat it in this way backwards as urine, synovial fluid, snot, saliva, grease, tears, and then taking whole into backwards. Fat, sweat, blood plus phlegm, bile, and then brain, feces, gorge, mesentery, bowel, lung, spleen, membrane, lung, spleen, and membrane, liver, heart, kidney, bone marrow, bones, sinews, heart, and then kidney, bone marrow, bones, sinews, flesh, skin, teeth, nail, body hair, and head hair. Like you need to recite backward direction also. So this is the way. So therefore, all together you have 32 parts of the body, 20 parts including Patavi element predominant. Patavi element means the earth element predominant, and you have 12 parts, 12 parts, water element predominant in this case. And then how you want to recite? Evam Kala Satang, Kala Sahasang, Kala Satasahasampi Vachaya Sajayo Katabo. They say then now those are the 7 kinds of skills, learning skill. 7 kinds of learning skill they are explaining now. It says Evam Kala Satang. Kala mean the time. Like 1,000 times. Satang mean the 100. So 100 times. Kala Sahasa mean 1,000 times. And Kala Satasahasa mean 100,000, right? 100,000 times. So Vachaya Sajaya Kataban. Then verbal recitation should be done in this way 100 times, 1,000 times, and even 100,000 times. Till your concentration becoming perfect, and till you see the learning sign, as well as if you see the learning sign, if you focus it as particular, the repulsive, disgusting, like, then it become Patibhaga Nimitta, very brilliant, bright and radiant. So this is the way you want to practice. Therefore, if you are not familiar with the parts, then you need to recite for 100 times, 1,000 times, even more than 100,000 times, like Vachasa sajjayena hi kammattananti paguna hoti. Kammattana tanti paguna hoti. Kammattana tanti, no? Okay. Paguna hoti. Na itochito chittang vidhavati. Now, the meditator actually, through the verbal recitation, meditation subject becomes familiar. Mind does not wander here and there, or mind does not run here and there. Therefore, the body parts become pretty evident. Kottasa pakata honti. Because of that reason, your body parts become evident to you. Hatta sankalika viya vati pada panti viyacha kadanti. Hatta sankalika mean, Hatta sankalika mean clasped hand. So like the body parts, they say body parts kayanti. Kayanti mean seem. The body parts seem like all fingers of the pair of clasp hand, right? Pair of clasp hand. If you put your hand together, then you can see all 10 kinds of what called the fingers, and some other parts of the hand also. They are very prominent to you, but they are very obvious to you and very evident to you. So in the same way, because now actually um, the body part seems like all fingers of the pair of clasped hand. And again, it has been given another example. Vati padapa. Vati mean the fence. Padapa mean, the fence. You have stick or some what called post. So those are the padapa. Padapa mean a tree also padapa. That mean from the tree they have made a stick, or we can say some some stick to make the fence. So that means, and when you recite in this way, it's like a row of fence, a post, fence post, like Vati Padapa mean row of fence sticks, or row of fence post, right? And a Manasa, other one is Yatapana Vachasa Tatheva Manasapi Sajjayo Kātabba. Now you finish your, if you finish your verbal recitation, then you want to do the mental recitation. So how you can do Yatapana Vachasa Tatheva Manasapi Sajjayo Kātabbo. And just as it is practiced verbally, and you should do it mental recitation as well. That's the meaning. And how Vachasa sajjayo hi manasa sajjayasa pacceo hoti. Manasa sajjayo lakkana pativedasa pacceo hoti. Now it says in this way. Now you should first recite verbally, and then you should recite mentally. Indeed, this Atakatha says verbal recitation is a preceding condition. So verbal recitation is the preceding condition to the subsequent mental recitation. Because that's obvious. And so mental recitation is a condition for the penetration of the Lakkana Pativedas. That means, what is this Lakkana Pativeda means? The kind of repulsiveness, or the nature of the repulsiveness you can So that means in this way, now the mental recitation is a preceding condition to the subsequent. Sorry, not the mental recitation. So verbal recitation is a preceding condition to the subsequent mental recitation, and this mental recitation is a condition for the penetration of the repulsiveness into your mind. That is how it has written down. Lakkana pativedasa pacchaya hoti. Okay, we will see what is Lakkana pativeda in the Tika. Go to the Tika. So then you can see Lakkana pativeda. Okay, Lakkana pativeda manasa sajjayoti. Okay, Lakkana pativedasati asubha Lakkana pativedasa. Asubha mean particular, or the asubha are the same meaning. Asubha Lakkana pativeda mean here. What is the meaning? Asubha Lakkana. Asubha characteristic or loathsome characteristic, right? What called loathsome characteristic, or we can say repulsiveness, right? Repulsive characteristic. So Lakkana Pativeda mean, that is the mean. So therefore mental recitation is the condition for the penetration of the loathsome or the repulsive characteristic of the 32 parts of the body. Those have intimate relationship with every three. And then let's move to Vannato. How you want to define Vannatoti kesadinang vanno vavattape tabbo. Vannato mean, according to the color mean, color of the body parts mean, the color of the head hair, so on body parts should be defined or discerned according to the color. Like usually the Asian countries head hair is usually black. Black means dark blue, and some another countries head hair are brown, maybe yellowish or something. So according to the head hair that somebody particular one has, then he or she can move in this meditation subject. And santanatoti tesancheva santanang vavattape tabba. Santana means the shape, right? So at the shape of the 32 parts of the body, that means their shape should be defined also. And disato, what is the disato? Imasmin hi sarire nabhito uddang uparima disa ado hettima disa tasma ayang kotta so imissa nama disayati disa vavattape tabba. Amen. It says, what is the disato mean according to the direction? Imasmin hi sarire, he mean indeed, imasmin sarire, in this body, nabito uddam. Nabi mean the navel, or we can say the umbilicus. So then in this body, from the umbilicus or the navel upwards is the upward direction. And downward from it is the downward direction. Navel downwards, downward direction. Navel upwards, upward direction. That's the case. So the direction you should define thus this particular part in this direction, like that, right? This particular part in this direction. Like that you need to define. Okasatoti, what is the okasa mean the location? Ayang kottaso imasming nama okase patittitoti evan tassa okaso vavattape tabbo. What is this okasto mean? According to the location of this or that part should be defined in this way. That means the location of this particular part is established in this location. Like that, you need to design. You need to discern. And then the parichedato, the seventh Uggaha Kosala means learning, skill of learning. Parichedototi sabhaga parichedo visabhaga parichedoti dve paricheda. It says there are two kinds of delimitation. That is the delimitation of the sabhaga paricheda. similar like thing. And then another delimitation of the dissimilar, Visabhaga Paricheda. And actually, they explain in this, Tatta Ayankottaso, Hettacha Uparicha Tiriyancha Iminanama Parichinoti, Evan Sabhaga Parichedo Veditabbo. What is the Sabhaga Paricheda mean in this way? You should understand the delimitation of the delimitation of the similarity in this way. This particular part is delimited above and below and around by this part. Like that, that is the Sabhaga Paricheda. Then that means one particular part you should delimited above, below, and around by some other parts, comparing some other parts. And what is the delimitation of the dissimilarity? And you should understand in this way, this one also. Kesa na loma, loma pi no kesati evang asammisaga baha, asammisagata vasena visabhaga parichedo veditabbo. Sabhaga means similar, so visabhaga means dissimilar. So then how to understand the dissimilar? Actually, you should understand in this way as unmixing with the other parts. Asammisaka vasena, unmixing with the other part. For example, head hair, you can say in this way, the head hair are not the body hairs, right? On the other hand, body hairs are not the head hair. Like that is the Visabhaga Paricheda. Visabhaga means dissimilar, not similar. And then 7 kind of Ugga Kosala now finish. All the learning skills in learning of this meditation is finished. Evan Sattada Ugga Kosalang Achikantena Pana Idang Kammatanang Asukang Nama Asukasming Nama Asukasmin Sutte particular Vasena Kasikatitang Asukasmin Dhatu Vasena Tinyatwa Achikitabang Idang hi Mahasati Patane particular Vasene Vakatitang Maha Attipadopama Maha Rahuluvada and Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta Dhatu Vasena Katitang Kāyagatāsatikathā Pana Yassa Vannato Upaṭṭhāti Tang Sandaya Chattari Janani Vibattani Tatta Dhatu Vasena Katitang Vipassana Kammattanam Hoti particular Vasena Katitang Samadhi Kammattana Samatha Kammattana Tadetang Ida Samatha Kammattana Mevati. Your teacher should know everything and give to you give before practice to you. That means in this way. So now evan sattada ugga kosalang achikantena pana idang kammattanang asukasmin sutte particular vasena katitang. And when your meditation teacher is pointing out the skills in the learning in 7 different ways, like vannato Vachasa Manasa Vannato Santanato Disato Kasato Parichato, like, and then he should further accounts that in various suttas, what's the Buddha's point of view in various sutta. Namely, they are mentioned in this way in the sutta Kāyagatāsatikathā. Actually, Kāyagatāsatikathā mean I talk Kāyagatāsatikathā at the end. It was at the end Kāyagatāsatikathā. Kāyagatāsatikathā in the Kāyagatāsatikathā sutta. Actually, Mahasatipattani particular vasena katita. In the Mahasatipattana Sutta, it is preached by only as repulsiveness object, right? Repulsiveness object. Sometimes in this sutta, namely like Kāyagatāsatikathā has been given as repulsiveness object, and some other suttas it has been given as elements, right? Elements. So sometimes elements, Buddha has mentioned this Kāyagatāsatikathā as Kāyagatāsatikathā. Kāyagatāsatikathā means what is the Kāyagatāsatikathā? The mindfulness occupied in the body, in the physical body. So sometimes Buddha mentioned this Kāyagatāsatikathā as a repulsiveness meditation subject, and sometimes Buddha mentioned this as an element. In the case of element, Element mean Patavi element, Apo element, Tejo element, Vayu element. They are like element wise Buddha mentioned. So, but in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, right? Mahasatipatthana Sutta particular vaseneva katita. In the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, actually we finish those things. I explain how to attain first jhana there also. It is preached by only as repulsiveness meditation subject in Mahasatipatthana Sutta. And again, Mahatipadopama Sutta, Maharahulovada Sutta, Dhatu Vibhangya Sutta, Dhatu Vasena Katita. These three sutta in the case of Mahatipadopama Sutta, I have given the Dhamma talk about this Mahatipadopama Sutta and Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta also while you learn Mahasatipatthana Sutta. Rahulavada Sutta, anyway, I have not given. But anyway, those three kinds of sutta, Mahatipadopama Sutta, Maharahulavada Sutta, Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta, it is expounded as elements, not the repulsiveness meditation subject, only the elements. But in Kāyagatāsatikathā Sutta, it is in Majjhima Nikaya third book, right? Anupada Vagga. Last day we went there. So Kāyagatāsatikathā Sutte Pana Yassa Vannato Upaṭṭhāti Tan Sandhāya Chattari Jahanani Vibhattāti. Now, if the particular body parts as seemed according to the color wise, the meditator it is color wise very prominent, color wise. So you can produce color kasina out of these body parts. For example, you can produce Nila kasina or the blue kasina and Pita kasina, yellow kasina, Lohita kasina, that is the red kasina, and the Odata kasina, that is the white kasina. So you can produce kind of kasina, only one kasina, or the color kasina you can produce if you are very familiar with the color of the 32 parts of the body, then takes, for example, head hair. Your head hair is pitch blue, right? Pitch blue looks like pitch black. Or dark blue looks like pitch black. Like that, or if to you it's very prominent, your fat in the body, abdomen or somewhere, then you can produce yellow kasina. You can produce yellow kasina out of that. So like that, right? And then if you see another color also, for example, if you see your heart or the muscles, those are the color of those body parts are the red. So then you can produce red kasina out of that, like that. So therefore, tan sandhaya chattari jahanani vibhattani. Tatta dhatu vasena katitang vipassana kammattanam hotiya. Where Buddha mentioned this meditation, Kayagata Sati meditation as a element, right? As elements, four elements. Then that may be that Buddha stated there as a vipassana meditation subject. Particular vasena katitang samata kammattanam. If it is, if Buddha mentioned this as a repulsiveness meditation subject, then you need to consider this as a samatha kammattanam up to the first jhana to produce. And tadetang either samatha kammatthana mevati. But here mean in this section, this repulsiveness of the Kayagata Sati or the mindfulness occupied in the body as a meditation subject, that is the Samatha Kammattanameva. Samatha Kammattanameva means that is the that should be a tranquility meditation subject or calmness meditation subject to produce up to the first jhana. Okay, here Dhatu Asena, 4 element meditation, Vipassana Kammattanam. What it mean? Let's go to the Tika. So then Tika has maybe given good account. So why it has been said like that, right? So let's move to the Tika. Particular Asena Katitang Maybe no Vanna Kasina Ramanani. It has not mentioned. Okay, let's see. Actually, in the case of 4 element meditation, if you develop this 4 element meditation up to its upachara samadhi state, that means that is the 4 element you can develop up to the upachara samadhi only. But that means you can take, if you produce upachara concentration or the access concentration by using this 4 element meditation, right? Because sometimes this Kāyagatāsatikathā they become 4 element meditation. So then at that time you can see the 4 elements and other elements, then other ultimate materiality, like a group of 8 materiality, group of 9 materiality, group of 10 materiality, your karma born materiality, mind born materiality, temperature born materiality, nutriment born materiality, and your 32 parts of the body, all materiality, all six sense doors, all materiality you can discern. So by using only this 4 element meditation, because of that reason, sometimes Buddha mentioned this as a samatha meditation, but sometimes Buddha mentioned this as a vipassana kamattanam. Why? You can do directly after reaching out to the reaching to the uh, Rupakalapa state or the Upachara concentration of the 4 element meditation, and then you can directly practice the mentality meditation and materiality meditation, and their courses thereafter. That means this is the vipassana objects. So if you practice 4 element meditation, you can directly practice vipassana object. But in the case of Samatyanika meditator, he must practice or she must practice jhana first, and then only they can touch the 4 element meditation. So that, because of that reason, but you are not focusing any kind of materiality while practicing the jhana meditation subject. But in this case, therefore, because of that reason, sometimes this dhatu manasikara or 4 element meditation usually included in the as a vipassana kamattanam. But based on the samatha only you can do the vipassana. Keep it in mind. That is very important. Sometimes another book or sometimes it may I'm if I find out, I will tell you. I can remember such kind of details in the, it has mentioned in the in maybe Mahasatipatthana Sutta. Oh, here maybe it will be coming, right? So let's move then. Here, therefore, you should understand that sometimes in some suttas, Buddha mentioned this Kāyagata Sati as Kāyagata Sati. That means mindfulness occupied in the physical body as a particular meditation subject, or the repulsiveness meditation subject, or the loathsome meditation subject. But sometimes, in some sutta, for example, Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta, Mahati Padopama Sutta, Maharahulavada Sutta, kind of suttas, you can understand that is not the particular manasikara or the repulsiveness of the 32 parts of the body to produce up to the first jhana, but in these three suttas, especially, it is the 4 element meditation up to produce the upachara samadhi, right? And then do the vipassana, define or discern your vipassana object of dukkha satchidhamma and the samuddaya satchidhamma. Because of that reason, it has mentioned as a vipassana kammatthana. Keep it in mind, that's very important. Sometimes you may get misunderstanding. So let's go to another. Therefore, first you want to learn the seven skills of the learning. of this meditation subject. And then if you finish these 7 skills of learning, and your teacher must teach you the another what is called it is what is called that is the Uggaha Kosala. This is the that is what is called uh, giving attention, right? Tenfold skills in giving attention. Okay. And so evan sattada uggaha kosalang achikitva atakata. Evan sattada uggaha kosalang achikitva anupubbato nati sigato nati sanikato vikepa patibahanato pannatti samatikkamanato anupubba munchanato appanato tayocha suttantaniti Suttantati evan dasada manasikara kosalang achikkitabang. So that is Uggaha Kosala, learning skills in the learning of these 32 parts of the body. But here, Manasikara Kosala, that is the 10-fold skills in the in giving attention. Manasikara means giving attention. So how you want to give attention? 10 ways. Anupubbato, that is the first one. Anupubbato means according to the order, the like Kesa Loma Nakadanta Tacho Mansannaharu Ati Andi Minjavakang Hadeng Yakanang Kilomakam Piekam Papas, and like that is the order given by the Buddha. So you need to you don't need to go against with the Buddha. So therefore, according to the order given by the blessed one, that is the Anupubbato. And another thing, nati sigato. Nati sigato mean here, na ati sigato, become nati sigato. Ati siga mean very quickly. Na ati sigato, not very quickly, not too quickly. So therefore, not too quickly, you should not too quickly, you should practice this meditation subject. And the other thing, nati sanikato. Sanika mean very slow. So na ati sanikato. So therefore, not too slowly, not too quickly, not too slowly, but according to the order, right? According to the order, not too quickly, not too slowly, you must practice. And we keep a patibahanato. Patibahana mean distraction. Sorry. Patibahana mean warding off. Warding off or prevent, right? Vikepa mean distraction. So then warding off distraction. So pati vikepa patibahanato. And then pannatti samatikkamanato. Samatikkamana means surmounting or going beyond. So then pannatti mean the concept. So surmounting the concept. For example, you need to surmount the head hair like concept. That's the meaning. And the other thing, anupubba munchanato. Anupubba munchanato mean anupubba mean that is the successive order, right? Successive order. Anupubba munchana. Now you want to leave the successive order. So that is therefore successive leaving of some parts. It is what is called anupubba munchanto. While practicing this meditation, for example, you are now reciting and meditating this meditation subject, and sometimes some parts you can skip or leave out. That's the meaning. What are the parts that are not obvious? You can skip, and what 1 to 2 parts even at least prominent to your mind or manifest to your mind obviously, then take that 2 or 1 part and then go for it like that. That is the meaning. Other one is appanato mean as to absorption, concentration. And again, it has been given 3 suttas. I will tell that is the Adhichitta Sutta. Adhichitta mean higher consciousness. Higher consciousness mean that is the Buddha said Adhichitta mean Samatha Vipassana Chitta. That means while you are practicing Samatha meditation up to the Jhana or Anusati meditation like thing, And that again, if you practice real vipassana, that is the adhichitta. Buddha mentioned that is the adhichitta, higher consciousness. So why those Adichitta Sutta? What it has mentioned is Adhisutta Chitta Sutta. Maybe it will be coming in this paragraph. Maybe at the end of this paragraph. So in the Adichitta Sutta, that means Buddha mentioned while practicing vipassana, you should sometimes you should focus. Sometimes from time to time you should focus samatha nimitta, sign of concentration. But sometimes you may, if you only focus the sign of concentration, then your mind become idleness. Oh, well, your mind fall into idleness. But sometimes you need to focus paggaha nimitta, right? Paggaha nimitta means the sign of exertion. If you focus from time to time those two nimitta, that's good your meditation. Otherwise, what will happen? If you focus only exertion, sign of exertion, then it become restless mindset. And other one is the upekka nimitta. First one is samatha nimitta, the other one is the paggaha nimitta, other one is the upekka nimitta. Upekka means sign of equanimity. So if you focus sign of equanimity also, so what will happen? Your meditation will go up to the nibbana. Otherwise, if you from time to time, you need to look for kind of three kinds of signs: samatha nimitta, paggaha nimitta, and the other one is upekka nimitta. In the case of this adhichitta sutta, Buddha mentioned you want to attain, you want to make attention, give attention to those kind of three nimitta, and then your meditation will be success. And if you do not do like that, your meditation is unsuccessful. So that's the case. And then the other sutta is the what called anuttara siti bhava sutta. Actually anuttara means the unsurpassable, or we can say um, incomparable. Anuttara. Siti Bhava mean coolness. So unsurpassable coolness mean Nibbana. So Nibbana. So the other one is the Sutta Siti Bhava, that mean Nibbana. Buddha mentioned about the Nibbana at that sutta. So and lastly, you want to focus Bojjhanga Kosala. Bojjhanga Kosala mean the skills uh, in the case of enlightenment factors. We are in the case of Satipatthana Sutta, Mahasatipatthana Sutta, we are discussing those things in these days, and you know now how to balance your seven kinds of bojjhanga or the enlightenment factors. So in the Bojjhanga Sutta, Buddha mentioned the balancing the enlightenment factors by the Sati Bojjhanga or the mindfulness Bojjhanga. And another suttas, Buddha mentioned again how to balance your concentration with the energy or the exertion and such kind of thing. That means how to balance and go to the jhana, right? If you do not balance, like you need to balance your uh, panya with saddha. That means your faith with the wisdom. You need to balance, and you need to balance concentration with the energy or the effort, and then you should balance your panya and samadhi and panya. That means concentration and the wisdom also. So those kind of suttas mention how to sutta, and the atakathas, they mention how to balance kind of pancha bala, or the five powers, pancha indriya, five kind of faculties, as well as these seven enlightenment factors. uh, those sutras. Maybe they are coming in near future. You don't be worried about that. And I explained a little bit And those are the 10 kinds of skills in giving attention. Manasikara kosala. Manasikara kosala. That is what it's called. Manasikara means, giving attention. Kosala mean that is the skills. Skills. Other one is Uggaha kosala. Uggaha kosala means whatever the body parts you need to recite verbally and then mentally recite, and then you need to define it as color wise and then shape wise and then location, direction wise, location wise, and delimitation wise. So those are the skills in learning. And now maybe they're gonna explain little more of this thing. Let's see. Sorry. Tatta anupubbatoti. Now they are gonna explain every word, little paragraph. And anupubbatoti, what is this order? Oh, then that means according to the order of the 32 parts given by the Buddha. How? Idang hi sajjaya karanato pattaya anupatipatya manasika tabbang. Idang hi become idang hi. He mean indeed idang manasika tabbang. Idang mean this 32 parts of the body should be uh, should should be recited or you should give attention to a kind of 32 parts of the body. Anupatipatya mean orderly, serial order. Anupatipatya mean it's serial order you need to recite. So from the time of beginning the recitation, attention should be given following the serial order. That means not using every other step. That means not skipping one part, uh, another. Not to skipping. You need to not. That means you need, without skipping of any parts. You need to go with the order, serial order. That is the anupubbato. न एकांतरिकाय. न एकांतरिकाय. Ek antarikaya mean without not skipping, right? Not skipping become eka, not using every other step. Every step you need to use. Every step mean every 32 parts with the order you need to go. That's the meaning. So therefore, na ekantarikaya. Ekantarikaya hi manasikaranto. They have given um, what happen if you skip and go. If you skip, or using every other step, right? Or using skipping one part another. Like if you do like that, what happen? Then ekantarikaya hi manasikaranto yathanama akusalo puriso. Dattinsa padang nisening ekantarikaya arohanto kilantakayo patati na arohanan sampadeti. What is meaning? So they say when the meditator does like this, like this mean if the meditator skip some parts and some other parts, and then every other every if he put in every other parts like that. So at that time has been given the simile also. A simile, or an example has been given. So just as when akusalo puriso. Akusalo puriso mean, kusala mean actually good deeds or the wholesome action also kusala. But another meaning also there, that is the skill. So here akusala mean not the unwholesome. So that is the unskilled. Unskilled one, what is called akusalo. Keep in mind. Akusalo puriso dvattinsa padang niseni. This unskilled person takes the ladder. Niseni means the ladder. Dvattinsa padang. It has what called 32 kinds of what called like what called that rung, no? maybe rung, that 32 rungs, right? It has 32 rung ladder, and then how he gonna climb up? Ekantarikaya arohanto kilantakayo patati. Now actually he's climbing now, but using every other step. And what happened? Then his body gets exhausted. Na arohanan sampadeti. So therefore, no successful climbing up. Again, I will tell. Idang hi sajjayana karanto pattaya anupatipatya manasika tabbang na ekantarikaya. Ekantarikaya hi manasikaranto yathanama akusalo puriso dvattinsa padang nissening ekantarikaya arohanto kilantakayo patati na arohanan sampadeti. Now, actually, they say in this way, when the meditator from the time of beginning, the recitation attention should be given as a serial order has been given by the Buddha, not skipping one part another. When the meditator does like that, it is just as when unskilled person climbs a 32 rungs ladder using every other step, and then his body gets exhausted. No successful climbing up. Evameva, in this way, along the same line, so too, evameva bhavana sampatti vasena adigantabbas asadas anadigama kilanta chitto patati. To him, what has happened? Kilanta kayo, his body get exhausted. Now, if the meditator does like that, meditator's mind become exhausted. That's the na bhavanan sampadeti. So therefore, the development of the concentration is not successful. Okay. So therefore, you should asadasa anadigama. Asadasa anadigama kilanta chitto patati. That means, I will tell again, along the same line, the meditator who gives attention, skipping some parts, his mind become exhausted and does not complete the development of meditation subject. Since what will happen to him? Since he fails to get the satisfaction. Anadiga, asadasa means satisfaction. Anadigama means he fails to get the satisfaction. And that leads to no longer successful development of meditation subject. So, na bhavanan sampadeti. So, therefore, you should go in order. Okay, then we will go to another. Nati sigato. Anupubbato. Nati sigato, not too quickly. Anupubbato manasi karantena picha nati sigato manasika tabbang. And then when the meditator gives attention according to the serial order, without skipping, he should do so not too quickly. Ati sigato manasi karauto hi yathanama tiyojana maggang patipajjitva okkamana visajjanang asallakhetva sigihena javena satakhattumpi gamanaгаmanang karosto purisassa kinchapi addhanam parichyan gacchati atako puchitva gantabbang hoti. What is that? They explain in this way here. Not too quickly. That means you should go not too quickly while reciting the 32 parts of the body, and while discerning the 32 parts of the body, you should not go very quickly. And if the meditator does this recitation so quickly, example, some comparison has been given. Just as a man sets out a 3-league journey. Theojana Maggang Patipajita. Theojana means three leagues journey. He sets the three leagues journey, and Patipajita Okkamana Visajjanang Asallaketta Sigena Javena Satakkatumpi. Satakkatumpi means 100 times. Gamanang Karoto Purisasa Kinchami Addanam Parikyang Gachati. Even if so, just as a man set out on a 3 league journey, even if he has already done journey back and forth, gamana means back and forth 100 times rapidly, but without taking note of what direction should go, what direction shouldn't, like thing. Kamana visajanang asallaketta. And then what happened? Though he may finish the journey, he still has to ask how to get there from somebody. That's the meaning. So, evameva kevalam kammattanam paryosanam papunati. If you go by very quickly, your kammattanam anyway, merely your kammattanam will finish. Kammattanam paryosanam mean you don't get the jhana, but got the jhana, but your recitation will finish. But avibhutang panahoti. Avibhutang mean any kind of 32 part of the body you to your mind it is not manifested. So therefore no visesang avahati, no carrying any kind of distinction. Tasma nati sigato manasikatabang. So therefore you should not give attention to it too quickly. Then let's move to the nati sanikato. Right? Nati sanikato, not too slowly. Sanika means slowly. Yathacha nati sigato evam nati sanikatopi. So then as not too quickly, so also not too slowly. Not too quickly, so also not too slowly. Ati sanikato manasa karoto hi yathanama tadaheva tiyojana maggang gantukamasa purisasa antara magge rukka pabbata talakadesu vilamba manasa maggo parikyang na gacchati. Dviha ena paryosape tabbo hoti. What it is meaning? So now you are going very too slowly. Too slowly you recite and go from the top of the head up to the toes, or up to wherever the body parts, urine, right? Not the toes, to the urine, right? So then what will happen when you go very very slowly like a turtle? It says just as when a man wants to set up a 3 leagues journey, like in the previous one, in one day he must go 3 leagues, and if he hangs around on the way among trees and rocks. Trees mean rukka mean the trees, pabbata mean the rocks, and then talaka mean the tanks, pools, like places. If he hang around, then what happened? He does not finish the journey in a single day, and needs instead need 2 to 3 days. Diha mean di aha become diha. Ti aha become 3 days. Ti mean three. Aha mean day. So then dvi aha mean 2 days. Ti aha mean 3 days, like that. So it will take 2 to 3 days then instead. Therefore, evameva kammattanam paryosanam na gacchati visesadi gamasa pacchyo na hoti. Along the same line, meditation subject does not reach to an end. Kammattanam paryosanam na gacchati. Paryosanam means to an end. It does not reach to an end. It does not become a condition for any distinction. Visesadigama means distinction, some kind of distinction. That means the jhana, no producing jhana. It is not the condition for the distinction, for any kind of distinction. So therefore, you should not go very slowly, too slowly. It is not the way. And the other one is Vikepa Patibahana. So the fourth one, Vikepa means, distraction of the mind, and Patibahana means warding off. So warding off of distraction. Through the warding off of distraction, how you want to progress this jhana kammatthana up to the first jhana. Kammattanam visajyatva bahidda pututta rammane chetaso vikhepo patibahitabbo. Patibahitabbo means it should be warded off, right? Warded off. So meditators should ward off the distraction mindset, having kept the meditation subject away among the variety of external objects. So you should ward off. You should ward off the distraction mindsets without paying attention to the variety of external objects. And actually, there also has been given an example. Appati bahatohi yatanama ekapadikang papatamagang patipannasa purisasa akkamana padang asallaketa ito chitocha vilokayato padavaro virajati. Etato sata porise papate patitabang hoti. What happened then? Appati bahatoti yatanama appati patiba. You should do warding off. And but if you did not do warding off of the distraction mind, then what will happen? Yathanama ekapadikam papatamagam patipannasa purisasa. Now this is just as a man. When a man entered on a ekapadikam papatamagam, that means entered on a 1 foot wide cliff path. Papatamagang means that is the 1 foot wide only. So you need to go very carefully, because 1 foot wide the path, cliff path. And what will happen if he looks about here and there? What will happen without carefully watching his steps? And he may miss his footing. Padavaro virajati. He may miss his footing and fall down into the cliff. Papate patitabang hoti. He fall down into the cliff. Evameva bahidda vikappe sati kammattanam parihayati paridhansati. And when in the same line, when there is outward distraction, bahidda vikepe sati. Sati means not the mindfulness here. It is related to the when thing. That means that is the Sattami Vibhati, or the locative case. So when there is outward distraction, meditation subject get dwindled, parihayati, get dwindled, and paridhansati, get deteriorated. Meditation subject get dwindled, meditation subject deteriorates. So therefore, tasma vikepa patibahanato manasika taban. Because of that reason, meditator should contemplate them with warding off of distraction. Vikepa patibahanato. And then fifth one, pannati samatikkamanato. What is this pannati samatikkamanato? Pannati means the concept. Samatikkamana means going beyond or surpassing. So there's surmounting. So as surmounting the concept, going beyond the concept, you should go beyond the concept. Like whatever the body parts starting from the head here, that is the concept. But you need to go beyond the concept. That is the meaning. Yayang kesa loma adika pannati tang atikkamita patikulanti chitang tapetabang. But this meditation is not the concept like a head hair like thing. But this meditation subject is related to the repulsiveness meditation subject. So therefore, this worldly name, panyati, right? Concept, beginning with head hairs, body hairs, like thing, meditator should surmount it and put his mind as repulsiveness. There also has been given some example. Yatahi udaka dullabha kale. Yatahi means just as, udaka dullabha kale. That means when you have drought like thing, or the scarce of what called the water. Manusa aranye udapanang diswa tatta tala pannadikang kinchideva sanyanang bandhitva tena sanyanena agantva nahayanti cheva pibanticha. And now you have hard time, like a time of drought. So what will then? This is just as people when people just as when people find a water hole, udaka panang mean water hole in the forest in the time of drought, and they what has happened to them? They hang up some kind of sign, signal, or some kind of tala pannadikam kinchidev sanyanam bandhitva. Then they hang up some kind of signal in the forest, such as a palm leaf like thing, and they come to bathe and drink the water, guided by that signal. They have hang up they have hung on. So then, but when they go frequently, yadapana tesang abhinha sancharena, when they go frequently to that place, and then agata padang pakatang hoti, tada sanyanena kichang nahoti, and but when they has become plain with their like a frequent traffic to the jungle, and there is no further need of kind of signal, whatever the talapanna or the palm leaves, and they do not have such kind of signal, and they go bath and drink there whenever they want. So that is the therefore ichi tichi takkane gantva nahayanti cheva pivanti cha. That means whenever they like to go there, whenever they have a desire to go there, they go there, and then they get bathe and they drink the water. Evameva pubba bahage kesa loma ti pannati vasena manasi karoto particular bahavo pakata hoti. Along the same line, in the pubba bahaga mean in the preliminary part of this meditation, that means in the 32 parts of the meditation, preliminary, or the we can say that is the preliminary. In the case of preliminary work of this meditation, when the repulsiveness become evident to the meditator, as the meditator is giving his attention to the meditation subject by means of the concept, initially by means of the concept. Pubba Bhage mean in the early time, by means of the concept only he pay attention. But head hair, body hair, so on. But he must surmount the concept anyway. He must surmount the concept of head hair, body hair, and put on the mind only in the repulsiveness in the later part of the meditation. That is in that way you need to understand. So pannati samatikkamanato. Atha kesa loma pannating samatikkamitva particular bhavayeva chittan tape tabbanga. And thereafter, when your meditation grows up, then growing up, then only you want to pay attention to the particular bhava, or the repulsiveness, nature of the repulsiveness of the 32 parts of the body. keep it in mind. Initially, you want to take them as concept, but later on, no concept here, only the particular or the repulsiveness, 32 parts of the body. Now, Anupubba Munchanato, the sixth one. Anupubba Munchanato. Anupubba Munchanato mean, Anupubba Munchanatoti, yo kottaso. Anupubba mean successive. Successive. Munchanato mean leaving or discarding. Munchanato mean discarding. Successive. Discarding what is unclear, right? Discarding what is unclear, that is also correct. Discarding what is unclear. Yo kottaso na upatati. That is the meaning. Discarding what is unclear, right? Yo kottaso na upatati. That means while recitating the parts, he should eventually leave out that particular part that do not appear to him very well. Tantang munchantena anupubba munchanato manasika tabbo. So therefore, you should do this meditation. If the most part or some part or 1 to 2 parts are prominent to your mind, then take them only. Other you can skip, or you can discard those things, or you can leave out those things temporary only, right? And then Adi Kammikassa, he Kesadi Manasikaroto, Manasikaro Ganta Muttanti Imang Pariyosana Kottasameva Ahachatittati. And now, when a beginner gives his attention to the head hair, the first part of the 32 was the body, his attention then carries on till it reach at the last part, that is the urine, and stop there. In the same way, the other also. Atassa manasikaroto, Muttanticha manasikaroto, manasikaro ganta kesati imang adi kottasameva ahachatittati. In the same way, when the meditator gives attention to the urine first, that means the backward direction, and his attention carries on till it reaches back to the at the first part, head hair. Head hair is the first part, because if the meditator is reciting this 32 parts of the body in backward direction, urine is the first part, and the last part is the head hair. So now his mind stopped there. Up to the head hair, mind stopped. Atassa manasikaroto kechi kottasa upattahanti, kechi na upattahanti. And now manasikaroto, that means he keeps continuing the recitation of the 32 parts of the body. Kechi kottasa upattahanti, some body parts are super obvious to him, and kechi na upattahanti, the other parts are not. Tena ye upattahanti. Therefore, whatever the parts seems very clear, tesu tava kammang katabang. You should work on among those 32 parts of the body which are obvious to you. Yava dvisu upattitesu tesampi eko suttutaram upattati evam upattitang pana tameva punapuna manasikaram tena appana uppade tabba. And then they say in this way also. Sometimes when two parts are obvious, one particular part are super obvious. For example, to you, sometimes your skeleton system is very obvious to you, and then if you see the bone marrow, sometimes bone marrow is clear, but not so as a skeleton system. Then you take the skeleton system and produce up to the first jhana. That is the meaning there. Yeah. Then yeah, appana upade taba mean you should produce the absorption concentration or the jhana concentration first jhana. Tatrayam upama. Now they have been given an upama or the simile. Here is the simile. What is that simile? Yatahi dattinsa talake talavani vasantang makkatang gahetukamo luddo adimi tita talas pannang sarena vichitva ukkutting karaya. What is the meaning? Simile has been given. Yatahi, just as dattinsa talake talavane. You have Tala grew or the Palmyra grew, where you have 32 Palmyra trees. Vasanta Makkatang Gahetukam Luddo. Now the hunter wanted to catch a monkey that lived in the grove of 32 32 Palmyra trees grew. And now what will happen to him? Adim hitita talasa pannang sarena vijita ukkutting karaya. Ukkutting means shout. Now he shot an arrow through a leaf of the palmyra that stood at the beginning, and then gave a shout. Gave a shout mean what called ukkutting karaya. Gave a shout. Atako so Makato mean the monkey, right? Makata mean monkey. Atako so Makato patipatya tasmin tale patitva pariyanta talameva gaccheya. Now this monkey went leaping successively from tree to tree till it reached at the last palmyra tree. So ever tattapi gantva luddena tatheva kate puna teneva nayana aditalang gaccheya. So eva punapunang paripatiyamano ukkuttukkut tittane yeva uttahitva anukkamena ekasmin tale nipatitva tassa vemajje makula tala panna suchin dalhang gahetva vijya manopi na uttaheya mean would not leap, right? Would not leap. Eva sampeda midang dattabang. I will explain, otherwise it will take time. So in this way, now you know what has happened to this monkey. What called the hunter. This hunter wanted to catch this monkey, and then when the monkey is in one end of the palmyra tree line, right? Palmyra tree line, or maybe haphazardly placed palmyra tree. But anyway, now this hunter shoot an arrow through a leaf of the palmyra tree, and stood at the beginning. That monkey stood at the beginning tree, and gave a shout also. And then the monkey went leaping successively from tree to tree till it reached up to the end of the palmyra tree. And when the hunter now went there, at the end of the palmyra tree, and did as before. Whatever he done before, he did. And monkey came back in the same manner backwards, right, to the first palmyra tree. And then keep doing it again and again, both of them. And then after leaving from each place where a shot was given, monkey eventually jumped onto one palmyra and firmly seizing the palmyra shoots. Palmyra shoots at the top of the middle of the top of the palmyra tree. You have shoots leaf spike in the middle of the tree. Now would not leap anymore, because even when shot, because now he is stable. So it is with this. It is with this mean eva sampidamidang dattabang. So it is with this. Tatridang opamma sansandanang. Now comparison. Application of this simile. How application of this simile in this way. Tatridang opamma sansandanang. Yatahi talavane dattinsa tala evang imasmin kaye dattinsa kottasa. Now you know the 32 parts of the body are like the 32 palmyra trees in the groove. Makkatovya chittang, the mind, the monkey is like the mind, right? And Luddhovya yoga avacharo, and then the meditator is like the hunter. Makkata dattinsa talake talavane nivasovya yogino chittassa dattinsa kottase kaye aramana vasena anusancharanam. Now the range of meditators' mind in the body with the 32 parts as subject is like monkeys inhabiting the palmyra groove of the 32 trees. And Luddena Adimhitita Talas Pannang Sarena Vichita Ukuttia Kataya Makkatas Tasmin Tale Patitva Paryanta Tala Gamanang Yogino Kesati Manasikare Arade Patipatia Gantha Paryosana Kottasi Chittas Santana. Now the settling down of meditator's mind in the last part, after going successively from part to part, when meditator began by contemplating head hairs like that is like monkey leaping from tree to tree and going to the last tree. Going to the last tree, how that monkey goes when the hunter shot an arrow, right? First hunter shot an arrow through the leaf of the palmyra tree where monkey was at that time and gave a shout. Then tane mean gave the shout. And likewise in the returns to the beginning, right? From the last palmyra tree up to the beginning, also same thing they will do mean this makkata and the purisa. Makkata mean, that is the monkey. Purisa mean the man. So they keep continuing such kind of thing. And now it says Puna Pachagamane Piesevanayo. That means that is the returning is also same way. Punang Paripatiya Manasa. Paripatiya Manasa mean Punang Paripatiya Manasa. Paripatati mean like attacked, right? Killed or something like that. But here attacked or brought to ruin. So then Punapunam Paripatiya Manasa Makkatas Ukkuttane Uttanangvya Punapunam Manasikaroto Kesuchi Upattitesu Anupahattante Visajeta Upattitesu Parikamma Karna. Parikamma Karna means preliminary work. So doing the preliminary work on those parts that have appeared, leaving behind those what have not appeared to the meditator's mind, as he gave attention to the 32 parts of the body again and again, some appeared to the meditators, some did not. That is like the monkeys being followed and leaping up from each place where a shot is given. Where not shot, that is actually after where a shout has been given, right? By that hunter. And after Anukamena Ekasming Tale Nipatitva Tasamaje Makulatala Panna Suching Dalhang Gahita. Makulatala Panna Suching mean that is the shoot of the Palmyra tree. Dalhang gahetva vijjaya manasapi anuttanang vi avasane dvistu upattitesu so suttutarang upattati tameva punapunang manasikarita appanaya upadanam. Now, this is very they have explained very nicely, right? Then now the meditators repeated attention giving to the parts that in the end appears more clearly of any two that have manifested to the meditators. And he's reaching absorption finally. He's reaching absorption finally mean the appanaya upadana. Manasikaritva appanaya upadana. He's reaching absorption or the jhana concentration finally. Now, for example, repeated attention, meditators repeated attention in given to the part in the end. That is that one part appears more clearly and more clearly of any kind of two. So ultimately he or she choose two parts because other parts are not obvious, and out of these two parts also one part is very clear, and because of that reason now meditator, one part to the meditator is very obvious and he's reaching now he work on that. With the obvious part, he work on that as particular, or repulsive. Like he need to contemplate, seeing the repulsiveness. But while, reflecting the repulsiveness, you need to you need to make repulsive. So at that time, he reached to the absorption concentration. That is like the monkeys eventually stopping on one palmyra tree, firmly seizing the palmyra shoots in the top, in the middle, in the top, and not leaping up even when that hunter shot to the leaf of the palmyra tree and shout even after that. So in that is the comparison of these two. So now actually, if we touch the other thing, we cannot finish. So let's stop here at the moment, because we just finished that, like now seven kind of skill in learning we finish, and then 10 kind of giving attention also, 10 kind of skills giving attention to the 32 parts of the body also finish, and then next day we will go to the other examples, and then because those very good account, therefore I stop there, because you need to go through line by line those kind of examples, and especially it has mentioned that Adichitta Sutta and then Siti Bhava Sutta, as well as the Bonchanga Kosal explanation taken by the Ahara Sutta. So therefore we need to take the time to discuss those very carefully. Dr. Shita.
Sadhu, Bhante. I mean, it's a very extensive, and what a good example they have given.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Bhante, do we have time for questions?
Yeah, little time.
Yes, please raise your hand or post your questions. Bhante, I need little bit more explanation, Bhante, on
Yeah.
how that monkey, the example they have given, like jumping from one tree to another tree and so on until 32, and coming back from 32 or the last tree, that is a 32, like the 32nd one, right? And then the first one. So eventually he doesn't get bothered about that that hunter's the shooting of arrows or the noise. Is that what we are like taking like that, Bhante? Or
Actually, now she leap up. He leap up. Oh, it leap up from tree to tree, but he doesn't notice any tree, right? Any tree to make he as a safe. So ultimately, what he has done is what it has done is he sees the shoot of one tree. Shoot mean the top of the palmyra tree. You have shoot. Hmm? Leaf collection of leaf. You have shoot, no? SHOOT.
yes, Bhante. Yeah.
Yeah. So at that time, now he is very safe and he is very familiar to that shoot, and because of that reason, he doesn't need to leap up.
Because
So in the same way, if the meditator catch up one or discern one part out of 32, and that means he doesn't need to bother anymore because he got the part, right? That in that way you need to understand.
so if we become skillful in discerning or one body part, then he becomes skillful in other parts as well. Is that
No. Here it mentioned if your mind seems one particular body part, and if you produce this part on if you produce first jhana upon the repulsiveness of this part, that is good, no? If you see the first jhana, and then you take into the first jhana, you enter upon to the first jhana, and then enter upon and then do the vasibhava. So then first jhana finish for the first one kind of particular part. But after that, you need to enter to the same jhana, first jhana, and then emerging from this first jhana, you can discern other parts as well. Because why? And now you have preceding concentration. So that is also another way. But actually, we don't need to produce every kind of 32 parts of the body. Each part doesn't need to produce jhana. If you see, you can, but if you do not see, you don't need to do like that. But whatever the parts it is very obvious to your mind, then take that and work on that up to the first jhana.
yes, Bhante?
Yeah.
Bhante.
Okay. And then if you do not have question, let's stop. And thank you for having me. And we just share these merits to our beings while reciting this stanza. Okay. Idamme punyang asavakhaya vanghotu. Idamme punyang nibbana sapaccayo hotu. Mama punyang bahagang sabbe sattanam bhajemi. Te sabbe me samang punyang bahagang labantu. Buddha sasanang chiran tithatu. Buddha sasanang chiran tithatu. Buddha sasanang chiran tithatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, 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 Bhante. Much merits to you, Bhante. Much gratitude, Bhante, for taking us so much details and extensive study of this Visuddhi Magga.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's move. Let's meet another day.
Bhante.
Yeah.
Namo Buddhassa and Nami Bhante. With your permission, I'll end the
Yes,
session.
of course. Yeah.